Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
In a few days from today, in fact, in about 27 days, it will be Christmas. It is that time of the year when most people, especially our Christian brothers and sisters, move en masse from one location to another to be with their loved ones to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. During such period, there is usually heavy vehicular movement. Traveling on our roads requires a lot of care and caution, just as it is also important to ensure that the vehicle you travel in is in good condition. Our focus on the program is on some components of the vehicle that you must never take for granted. I know you're wondering what part of the vehicle it is. Stay tuned and don't move a muscle. I'll be back shortly.
My people, SON no be pikin. SON na Standards Organization of Nigeria. You be importer, I be exporter. You don't register the market where you dey sell for son. Standards Organization of Nigeria they call you now to come register wetin you dey sell for Naija. This na to make everything wey dey Naija market get standard. If you never register, na im be say if dem bab you go pay all the gbese and na your pocket go hear am. Sharparly, go register the market or product where you dey sell for any SON wey near you. For Standard Organization Office, you go get correct information wey go help you know how you go take register. For more tori, visit SON website wey be www.son.gov.ng. Standard Organization of Nigeria, una dey improve life through standard.
A warm welcome to Standard and New, and nice to have you join us on the program. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo. It's almost impossible to find anyone who has not driven a vehicle or taken a ride from one location to another. What it means is that vehicle is an important aspect of the human existence. The brake system and its entire components are vital parts of a vehicle. When was the last time you checked the condition of this all-important part of your vehicle? Did you know that it is important to ensure regular maintenance of your brake system? Here is all you need to know about this part of your vehicle. Please take a look.
Imagine you were driving your car on top speed and then suddenly applied your brake to stop the car and it failed. What will you do? Will you jump out of the car? Of course not. The fear of what may likely happen grips you and then confusion sets in. However, the consequence of brake failure is best imagined. This explains the importance of brake pad and why its maintenance must be taken seriously. It is important to understand what a brake pad is. Brake pads are a component of our disc brakes. They are steel backing plates with friction to slow or stop a car. The pressure and friction applied to the brake rotor is what slows or stops the wheel.
Brake pads are those components of the car that help the car either to slow down or to come to a stop. If there is nothing in the vehicle that is to stop the vehicle, maybe because there is danger, or the person has reached where he's going, or to even slow down the vehicle as he is moving, then that vehicle cannot perform the needed function because it is out to destroy. Because if you are supposed to, if somebody crosses and you match your brake, you apply match the pedal of your car, the brake pedal of your car or your truck or your motorcycle, and nothing happens, it means that you can have any accident.
There are a wide variety of brake parts in the market, made from a combination of materials. The brake parts are made from three major materials. They are semi-metallic, organic, and ceramic. The most common is the semi-metallic, which are composed of metal shavings held together with resin. This all-important product do not last forever. Experts say there are two main methods of determining when to replace the brake pad. Most pads have a piece of soft metal embedded in the pad. Once they have worn out, this piece of metal will begin to rub against the brake rotor when the brake is applied.
Brake pads, you should be able to monitor the movement of your car so that you know this brake pad I changed last 3 months because of the number of times I've used the vehicle. Is now, don't wait until you start seeing the friction between metal and metal. While you apply your brake, you start here, that shows exactly that it's overdue for replacement of the brake pads, because the components are not, that the rubbing pads are not metal. So in that case, if you begin to see it, it means that your brake pad has gone down so much that that vehicle is at a risk. And so you won't wait until you get to that very risky level before you change the brake pads of your vehicle, because it is a very important component of your vehicle. And if you are not happy with what somebody has done, please get back and confirm that it was the right component that was used, because the brake of a vehicle determines a lot of things in your movement.
The most common symptoms of failing brake include pulsating pedal and poor brake response. These are warning signs which every driver must never ignore.
Brake pad is a very, very important component of the vehicle, and people should look out for the right brake pad they are to use, because for every brake pad it has a number of components that will make it function very well. And so if you don't buy the right one, that brake pad is not going to deliver for you, because there are products that you as an ordinary person cannot just go and pick and say it is okay. You must be guided by the right skilled technician, because I know that you don't just say give me brake pad. If they know that you don't know, they give you anything. So you must use the right skilled technician to do your servicing, where you will need to change your brake pads in addition to other components of the car that you need to replace at regular intervals. So you must know that that person you are telling to service your vehicle is a trustworthy technician.
If you travel often, you might change your brake pad within 3 months. If you travel once in a while, if you don't drive your car, you might not change your brake pad for the next 1 year.
The brake must be properly maintained to avoid accidents on our roads, which in most cases result in avoidable loss of lives.
For every product that comes into this country under the regulation of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, we have provided the Standards Organization of Nigeria Conformity Assessment Program, which is an offshore conformity assessment scheme, where products that are supposed to come into this country are tested by our overseas appointed agents. They are accredited firms that have been tested. They have the capability to test these products and give you a certificate that this product will deliver when you are using it in service. So if you pass through this process, the product that is going to come out will be a wholesome product. But those who want to circumvent the process are those who want to bring in anything in the name of brake pads. And when they bring in these products, they are not going to last, because by the time you even fit it into the vehicle, you will see it will be making noise. You see, when you apply the brake, nothing is happening. And that is because this product, the components that were used in making the pad are not the right components.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria urges you to ensure regular check of your brake pads to stay alive.
You're watching Standard and You, coming to you on this station, empowered by the Standards Organization of Nigeria, the SON. This program is designed specifically to promote standardization in the country by empowering Nigerians, and that includes you, yes, you watching, with requisite knowledge on the imperatives of standards, its benefits to you as an individual, a consumer, importer, and manufacturer. Our goal on the program is to inform you and educate Nigerians on standardization and ensure that the average Nigerian consumer is sufficiently empowered to make the right choice and get value for his or her money. The good news is that the Director General, management and staff of the agency are committed to the fight against fake and substandard goods. The SON boss, Osita Boluma, is so passionate about enforcing standardization to ensure that consumers get value for their money. He wants Nigerians, that is, you and I, to rise to the challenge and join in the task of sanitizing our markets to remove fake and substandard products from our shelves. So, resist the temptation to purchase fake and substandard products and do not hesitate to report anyone around you in your neighborhood who engages in the importation, sale, and manufacture of fake and substandard products. It's really sad and has become a source of worry to the SON that some unscrupulous businessmen still import used tires, otherwise known as Tokumbo tire, into the country. This is despite efforts by the Standards Organization of Nigeria to check the distribution of used tires in Nigeria. Did you know that used tire, or Tokumbo tire as it is popularly known in Nigeria, poses great danger to you? Our next report is on the tire and why you should always ensure that this very important product is in good condition before you start your car.
Matthew is a middle-aged man. He is married and has 2 children. It's a typical work day for Matthew and he's set to go to work. Like most car owners, Matthew was accosted by a crew who wanted to know why he did not bother to check the condition of his tire. He says he can hardly remember the day or year he purchased the tires.
I don't think I have the time to check. I've never checked my tire for once. It's very rare for me to check tires. I just enter, check the important vitals like the engine oil, the water level, and all whatnot, then I'm good to go.
There are thousands of car owners and commercial bus operators on our roads who care less or do not take time to ascertain the true condition of their tires.
I don't check. And most times here you're always in a hurry, so there's no time to check.
I believe in God and I believe myself that there's nothing going to happen on the road. So that is why.
Because I feel the drivers of the vehicle already checked it. Like they've already checked the weight before conveying people in the vehicle, so I don't check the tires.
I trust the motor that I'm entering. This is not my first day to enter this motor. That's why I didn't check the tires before entering.
No, not at all. I don't know that it's necessary.
Tires are the only thing that connects tons of metal to the road, and so it should not be compromised at all.
What it means, therefore, is that not many car owners observe proper check of the tires of their vehicles. This is despite efforts of several government agencies, like the Standards Organization of Nigeria, to discourage the use of fake and substandard tires.
As much as possible, you need to check the grade of your tires often.
Every time you see your tire getting flat, not that something, you get flatted tires, not that something sharp objects on nails have gone into the tire, but suddenly you see your tire getting weak, you pump it almost all the times, you will see a line given to the tire because of the kind of the road we use. You will discover that your tire tread is already being worn out. It is enough reason for you to change that tire before it causes more harm to your life.
However, it is important for us to know the component of a tire and how it works. A tire is a rubber covering that surrounds a wheel to form contact with the road. This life danger product has a shelf life of 4 years, whether it is used or not.
Some tires may have fault from the manufacturing company. It may not be detected immediately, but you start running it before you know. Then it may be your car. Some people will use wrong size for a wrong car. Then another one is the road. Nigerian roads is very, very bad. It damages tires. If you run into a bump, just boom, your tires has a problem. Because what is called tires inside, what you have outside there is just texture that you use to cover it. What you have there is wire-like. So when you bump into a bump like that, beam, that wire-like thing is hit, and it's like this. Then the moment you have problem, the tire has problem. The texture can still be as smooth as anything. The tire will have problem. So the three things is that you need to be careful while you drive, because our roads are very bad. You use the right size for your right car. And if it is the fault is manufacturers, when you detect it immediately, don't manage it. Just bring it down to where you buy it. They talk to the manufacturers and change your tire for you.
There are conditions under which a tire you are buying today will last for 4 years. One, it must be properly maintained. You must make sure that the proper inflation pressure is injected into the tire, inflated into the tire at all times. So when you get to your vulcanizer, make sure that the appropriate tire pressure, as specified even on that tire, is pumped into the tire. Then, each time you remove your tire, you must check that the tire is properly aligned. You must also make sure that the wheels are properly balanced. So when you go to your service station, you say that you want to do your wheel balancing and alignment. These two functions will make sure that your tires are always in good condition when you are using them.
Understanding how to properly maintain, select, and ensure its safety is a task which the Standards Organization of Nigeria has championed vigorously over the years.
DOT, Department of Transport, this is 4014, which is 40th week of 2014. When you add 4 years to this, it becomes 40th week of 2018.
However, there are some unpatriotic Nigerians who have continued to expose motorists to danger on our roads. These are illegal and selfish businessmen who import used tires into Nigeria.
Cost of buying new tire compared to buying it when fairly used, the difference is a little bit clear.
Bottom line is that they are cheaper.
Even if they meet up to standard, that they meet specifications. But once you stop them and bring them out, automatically they become substandard. They are no longer safe to be used. No matter the quality or the make of the tire, it becomes a danger to the users.
Our investigations reveal that there are more than 100 brands of tires in the market, with the bulk from China.
As laymen, what you need to do is just buy your tire from a genuine source, because what you don't know, you don't know.
No doubt, the brand new tire is better than the used one. Engineer Bede Obayi says the SON is not relenting in its efforts to flush out importers of used tires out of the market, and for the Tokunbo tires, he assured that the SON will continue to destroy such products to protect the unsuspecting innocent consumer. Stop avoidable deaths. Promote quality. Buy right. Stop patronizing sellers of Tokunbo tires.
If you see something unwholesome, come to Sun. Go to any of our state offices and make your complaints, and it will be well addressed. When you have an issue, you call our toll-free line. One of them is very easy to memorize: 080-022-55766 and 070-5699-0099. We have customer care people that are there to receive your call 24 hours a day. your problem will be adequately addressed too.
Diversification of Nigerian economy, engineering perspective was the theme of the 2017 Nigerian Society of Engineers Conference held in Abuja. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Aboluma, was represented at the conference.
Every year, engineers from across the country come together to discuss issues affecting members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers with the aim of preferring solutions to these problems. It is also an opportunity for members to examine national issues and chart a way forward for the country. How to diversify the Nigerian economy, perspective of engineers was the focus of this year's gathering, which attracted engineers from various disciplines and background. The SON State Coordinator Rivers Bayelsa Olola de Ayola presented a DG's paper. The focus was on quality assurance and conformity with global standards by local manufacturing industries. The SON boss spoke extensively on the need for industries to embrace standards to be competitive in a global space. The Director General assured that the SON will continue to support initiatives aimed at promoting standards, adding that the agency's various programs are designed to support local manufacturers.
You're still watching Standard and You, and it's time to treat your messages. Alimot Osifo is our guide.
Thank you, Ifoma. Nice to have you on the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osifo. I'm pleased to tell you that our YouTube channel has over 2,000 views just within 2 months. Great, but we can do better. You can view any episode so far online at youtube.com/standardnu. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll be glad you did. Our first message here is from Akawo Chukwumezirim. It says, DG sir, I humbly appreciate your efforts towards the eradication of fake products, but your organization needs to do more. I will humbly inform you appropriately. Thank you so much, Akawo. We will intensify our efforts to protect Nigerians from fake and substandard products, and we also await any information to help us achieve this mission. Kingsley from Edo says, you are really trying. Good job. Please, do you have an office in Edo State? Thank you, Kingsley. We have an office in Edo State at Block D1 second floor, Federal Secretariat, Benin City. Michael from Anambra says, I love your program. It's very interesting. Thank you so much, Michael. Ahmed Manga says, a friend of mine lost a sister and daughter due to the mishandling of a gas cylinder. I think a lot of people need to be oriented on how to handle the cylinder for proper usage. May the souls of the departed rest in peace. It's true that there's need for public orientation on the use, dangers, and maintenance of the gas cylinder. That is why we had a special report on gas cylinder last week on the program. James Offiang says, at least I have one more government agency to believe in. Thanks. It's our pleasure, James. And that's it on the feedback segment of the program. For any information, you can always call us or send us a message on the number 0705-972-4455. You can also follow us on any of our social media platforms, on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. You can also send a mail to the address thestandardandyou@gmail.com. Next week is another time out with us. You can't afford to miss it. Enjoy the rest of the day.